So that's great. Now, observe carefully. So in the last class, what we have discussed? We have discussed about like servers, types of servers, and also we have discussed about like architectures of servers. Right or not? We have discussed about like servers, types of servers, and also we have discussed about like architectures of servers. Now observe carefully. So let me recap it one more time what we have discussed in the last class. Okay. So in the last class, so just try to answer guys. Okay. So what is mean by application? So you can unmute and speak. No problem.
To perform certain operations.
Okay. To perform certain operations. So at the end, wherever application will present, at the end, where our application will present.
Server.
It will present on the server. Great. Now what is meant by server?
Which process request and response, which provide services.
Perfect. Server is nothing but which provides the services, which process the request and give the response. Anything is fine. Great. Now after this, we have discussed about like types of servers. So totally, how many types of servers we are having majorly?
3 servers.
3 types of servers. Great. So what are they?
Web server, app server, and database server.
So web server, app server, and also we are having DB server. Great, Andy. Great. Now see here, web server, app server, as well as database. Now what is meant by web server? What is meant by web server?
Presentation layer related to your
Yeah,
part.
it will related to the UI. So which provides the UI part of your application. So which type of technology is there? I mean to say who will work on the web server?
End user and development team.
Front
Develop.
end.
Yeah. So which type of technologies they are going to use?
HTML,
HTML, CSS,
XML,
Java,
React.
React, Angular. Great. So where it will present?
presentation layer.
Presentation there. Great. Now after web server, what we are having? We are having the app server. Now what is meant by app server?
It is present on logical layer,
Okay.
and
Who will
coding languages like Java, Python are used to create it.
Great. So where it will present? Logic layer or application.
Application layer.
Next, after that, we have discussed about like database server. Now, what is meant by database server?
Where information is stored.
Yeah, who will work on the database server?
DB admin.
Great. So, which type of technologies they are going to use?
SQL, PLSQL, MySQL, Postgres, MongoDB.
Perfect, perfect. Where it will present?
Data
It will
layer.
backend usual. Okay, done. Great and perfect. So let's say I'm talking about server. Who will provide me the server?
Cloud.
Cloud
Cloud
server.
providers.
Cloud
And also,
provider.
I have talked about server is nothing but a laptop, right or not?
Yes.
So in the
Right.
last class, I have mentioned server is nothing but a laptop. So observe closely. Observe closely. Let's say this is my laptop, guys. This is my laptop. So if my laptop needs to run, if my laptop needs to work, what should I have here? I should have one OS. Without OS, your laptop, your server will not run. Right or not? Now, here my question was like, what is mean by OS?
Operating system. It is translator between end user and machine.
So I have mentioned this point last class.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, this was the Linux introduction. So let me share the PPT of Linux. And also, my humble request was like, don't write any notes in the class. Just try to listen the class. And also, I will write the notes. I will share the PPTs over the drive. Don't write any notes. Just try to listen. Okay. So Linux. So see here. So Linux. Linux is an free and open source operating system with high security. Linux is free and open source operating system with high security. Now, what exactly the mean of free and open source operating system? Let me tell you. Let's say this is my Linux OS. This is nothing but my Linux server. Anyone can able to access open source. Anyone can access. Free is nothing but while you are accessing the Linux operating system, we are not going to pay anything. It was free for you. Open source. Anyone can access without any pay. With high security. For the Linux, we are having very high security. Next, Linux is multi-user based OS. Linux is multi-user based OS. Now, what exactly the mean of multi-user based OS? Let me tell you. Let's say this is the Linux server. This is the Linux server. So multiple users can able to log in at a time. Multiple users can able to connect at a time to the server. Multi-user based OS. Clear for all of you about this point? Linux is free and open source operating system with high security. And also Linux is multi-user based OS. Next. After this, what we are having here? Operating system. Now, what exactly the mean of operating system here? Observe closely. An operating system is a software. An operating system is a software that acts as an interface between computer hardware components and the user. An operating system is a software that acts as an interface between computer hardware components and the user. So that's what we have mentioned, right? It will provide the interface between user as well as machine. Hardware components are in the sense of it's a machine, user. Next. After this, what we are having? Types of OSs. What we are having here? Types of OSs. Remember, if you are using the Windows laptop, you guys are having the Windows OS. If you are having the MacBook, you guys are having the Mac OS. If you are having the Ubuntu laptops, you guys are having the Ubuntu OS. Depends on the platform, the OS will be vary. So now, next. So after this, what we are having? Linux OS distributions. Linux OS distributions. So we are having number of distributions here. So we are having the Red Hat, Ubuntu, Debian, CentOS, Fedora, OpenSUSE, Kali Linux, Amazon Linux, as well as Rocky Linux. So what exactly the mean of these all the distributions? Let me go with a simple example. Let's say daily we are using the mobiles, right? Daily we are using the mobiles. So in my mobiles, I'm having like we are having Samsung, Redmi, Realme. Okay, so we are having Oppo, we are having the Oppo, and also we are having iPhone. So I'm comparing like if the OS was a mobile, these all are the different flavors. These all are the different types of OSs. Nothing but the distributions. Clear? Don't remember all those things. So we are not going to use all. So remember, in the real time, we are going to use like the CentOS. We are going to use like Red Hat, Amazon Linux, and also we are going to use Ubuntu. So some days I am going to go with the Red Hat. Some days we will go with the Ubuntu. Some days we will go with the CentOS. Some days we will go with the Linux. So we are going to cover each and every OS distribution in our sessions. Why? Because if I have talked about the Ubuntu, maybe in the future in your projects they are using the Amazon Linux. So they are using the CentOS. They are using the Red Hat. At that point of time, what you are going to do? So that's the reason we are going to be cover all here. We are going to be cover Red Hat, Ubuntu, CentOS, Amazon Linux. So Fedora, OpenSUSE, Kali Linux, Amazon Linux. So basically 99% never use. Okay. So whatever I have highlighted, that was a fixed one. Clear? Just try to confirm in chat box once. So what about the others? So clear for all of you? Great. Done. So now observe closely. So the next one is about like Linux architecture. What was that? Linux architecture. Now what exactly it was? So this was very important. So in interview also they are going to ask you. Let me go with the simple as well as clear cut idea here. Let's say in the Linux architecture, totally we are having 4 layers. How many layers we are having? 4 layers we are having. Okay. So the first one is about like hardware. What was the first layer here? Hardware layer. Now, what is meant by hardware? Let me tell you. Let's say this is my laptop. What was that? This is my laptop. So let me write it on here. This is my laptop. If we have connected any external devices, so such as printer, mouse, HDMI cable, DVD, so these all are the external devices, right? So if we have connected the any external devices such as printer, mouse, HDMI cable, DVD, so these all the information will store on the hardware. Where it is going to be stored? It is going to be stored on the hardware. Okay. Next, after hardware, what we are having? We are having the kernel. What we are having here? We are having kernel. Now, what is meant by kernel? So observe closely. Again, this is my laptop. In my laptop, I am having hardware components. What we are having here? Hardware components. Again, this is my laptop. In my laptop, I am having some software components. Remember, hardware components are in the sense of which we can able to see, which we can able to touch, are nothing but what? It's an hardware components. Okay, so example is going to be like a CPU, okay, RAM, keyboard. So and also the mouse. These all are the hardware components. Again, in this laptop, we are having some software components which we can't see, which we can't even see, which we can't even touch. So, can't. So, these all are nothing but what? It's a software components. So, remember, if the hardware components are communicating with the software components, then only our laptop will work. Otherwise, it will not work. Now, who will provide the communication? kernel. So kernel will provide the communication between hardware components as well as software components that are present in our laptop. Remember, most of the people are going to be get confused here only. So they are going to be confused like the difference between OS and kernel. So OS will provide the interface between human as well as machine. Okay, kernel will provide the communication between hardware components to software components, human to machine. So don't be confused here. OS will provide the interface between human as well as machine. Kernel will provide the interface between software components as well as hardware components that are present on our machine. Next, so after kernel, what we are having? We are having the application, shell. What we are having here? After kernel, we are having the shell. Now, what is meant by shell here? What is meant by shell? So observe closely. Let's say this is my laptop. This is my laptop. So in my laptop, I am having the command prompt. What we are having here? We are having the command prompt. So just to open the command prompt here. So right now I was at the access, right? Now I am going to type a command. I will tell you what is this command and all. We are going to discuss. cd.aws, hit enter. So this command was executed. Previously I was at the access. Right now I was at the AWS. Means the command was executed. So where this command was executed, it was executed on the shell part. It was executed on where? It was executed on the shell part. So ultimately, shell is nothing but the place where your commands are executing are nothing but shell. So after shell, what we are having? We are having a layer called application layer. What we are having here? We are having the application layer. So again the same example. Let's say this is my laptop. In my laptop, what I'm having? I'm having the number of applications, right? So I'm having the WhatsApp here. I'm having the Zoom here. I'm having the Visual Studio Code, VLC Media. These all are the applications only. So the place wherever applications are present are nothing but what? It's going to be the application. So clear for all of you about these 4 layers? Just need to confirm in chat box once. Hardware, kernel, shell, as well as applications. So what about the others? I need the response from each and everyone. I have promised you to like. So these sessions are the interactive sessions. So if you are good, then only I will go to the next step. Otherwise, I can't. So what about the others? Done. Did. Now, see here, let me have a quick review what we have discussed now. So we have discussed up to like the OS introduction, right? So now Linux is a open source operating system with high security. Okay, and also it is a multi-user based OS. And also types of OSs we have discussed. So if you are using the Windows laptop, we guys are having the Windows OS. We are having the MacBook. You guys are having the Mac OS. We are having the Ubuntu laptop. So we are having the Ubuntu OS. Later we have discussed about the distributions of OS. Red Hat, Ubuntu, Debian, CentOS, those all. Later we have discussed about the OS architecture. In the OS architecture, totally we are having 4 layers. So what are they? Hardware, kernel, shell, as well as application. Now what is meant by hardware? So if we have connected any external devices, so such as printer, mouse, HDMI cable, DVD, these all information will store on the hardware components. So after hardware, what we are having? Kernel. So kernel will provide the interface between hardware components as well as software components that are present in our laptop. After kernel, what we are having? Shell. So the place where your commands are executing. So after that, we are having the application. In this layer only our application will be present. Perfect. Now, so let's say I have talked about the server and also we have talked about like OS architecture. So, and also the server will provided by whom? Cloud providers. The server will provided by whom? Cloud providers. So in the market, majorly we are having three cloud providers. So who are they? AWS. Also we are having Azure. Also we are having like GCP. So if you want to create any server in the AWS or in the Azure or in the GCP, what should we have? We should have an account. Without account, we can't create the servers. So what should we have here? We should have the account. Without account, we can't create the servers. We should have an account. By using that account, we are going to create what? We are going to create the servers. Okay. Now, right now, we are not having any accounts. Do we can't learn Linux? Do we can't learn Docker? So ultimately, we can learn. So, see here, at the end, we are going to be learn on the account only. So, as of now, we are going to learn in the killer coda. So later we are going to be learning the cloud only. Okay, remember whatever you are learning the Linux, whatever you are learning in the Kubernetes, Docker, all are the same in the cloud. So here we can learn basically. I will show you. I will show you the where the difference. Just try to open the killer coda. I mean to say just try to open the browser and search for killercoda.com. So click on the playgrounds. Click on the playgrounds. Ubuntu. Just try to go with where? Ubuntu. Here I can able to learn the Linux. I can able to learn the Docker. Remember what are the steps you are learning? What are the commands you are learning? These all are the same in the server as well. Just try to think we are learning in the server, not on the site. So I will show you the path again. Just try to open the Chrome and search for killercoda.com. Killercoda.com. So click on the playgrounds. Now click on Ubuntu. Okay, so it was in queue. So if you have gone with the Ubuntu, now you will get like this. So here we can able to learn the Linux. Now let me start with some basic Linux commands here. So just try to tell me like this is my laptop. In my laptop, if you want to create a file, how we are going to create that one? If you want to create a file, so how we are going to create a file in the laptop? So what we are going to do? We are going to click on the right click, new text doc. So this is the way to create the file, right or not? It was in where? It was in the Windows. But coming to the Linux, if you want to create a file, so the command will be touch. What is the command here? Touch, and then file name. So the file that you want to create. So right now I want to create a file called DevOps. Hit enter. So ultimately the file was created. Touch DevOps. The file was created. Now I want to cross verify whether my file was created or not. We want to cross verify whether my file was created or not. How we are going to verify? By using a command called
LS.
ls. What is the command here? ls. Instead of giving the ls, yeah, great. So who was mentioned there? Ravi Kumar. Okay. Instead of giving the ls, we can also use the ll. Okay, let me write it on here so that you will get more clarity. So if you want to create a file, what command we are going to use? Touch, and then file name. So what it will do? It will to create a file. So I will write the notes. I will write the description as well. Don't write any notes in my class. Okay, we will write. We will provide all those things. Okay, we are going to. So file was created. Now I want to cross verify whether file was created or not. So what we are going to do? We are going to see the list of files. So if you want to see the list of files, so the command will be ls. To see the list of files. And also instead of giving the ls, we can also use the ll. LL is also used for what? To see the list of files. So then what is the difference between ls as well as ll? So if you have given the ls, it will display only the file name. The moment we have given the ll, it will display all the information of your file. So we are going to talk about all these things. So basically this is the type of file: user permissions, group permissions, other permissions. He was the owner, group. So we are going to discuss each and everything pin to pin. Okay. So right now just try to understand these three commands. What is the command to create a file? Touch. Touch is the command to create a file. Touch and then file name to create a file. Now, if you want to cross verify, what is the command here? ls. ls is used to see the list of files. Remember, here ls is nothing but short list. Short list. So here ll is nothing but it's a long list. Long list. Yeah, completely this is the way to create a single file. But I want to create multiple files. I want to create multiple files. So the command will be the same. Touch is the command to create a file. So after that, touch file name space file name space file name to create multiple files at a time. So let us try to do that one. Touch. I want to create AWS file. I want to create Azure file. I want to create GCP file. Touch file name space file name space file name. Hit enter. So I want to cross verify whether the file was created or not. How we are going to verify that one? How we are going to verify?
ls.
ls or ll. Anything is ls or ll. Anything is fine. So I have given the ls. Totally it was created. So completely this is the way to create the multiple files. But I want to create the series of files. So series are in the sense I want to create TCS1, TCS2, TCS3, TCS4 and so on. I want to create TCS10. So we are not going to mention like this slash TCS1 space, TCS2 space, TCS3 space and so on 10. So if you want to create the series of files, so the command will be touch. At the end it will be touch. So the series that you want to start with. The series that you want to start with. So I want to start with the TCS. Open the braces. 1 double dot 10. And then close. So what exactly it will do? It will do like to create TCS 10 files. To create TCS 10 files. Remember. What is the command? Touch the series that you want to start. TCS 1 double dot 10. Close this. Hit enter. So TCS 10 files was created. And also the most important point was like if you are using like TCS open the braces 1 double dot 10. So remember here dots should be double. Not more than that, not less than that. So if you have given by mistakenly triple dot, what will happen? You know, by using that, it is going to create a file. Touch HCL 1 double triple dot 10 I am giving. So what happened here? By using that name, it was created one file. By mistakenly, you have given the single dot. What will happen then? By using that, it will create one file for you. So ultimately, if you want to create the series of files, so here how many dots should present?
2.
two dots should be present. Not more than that, not less than that. To create series of files. Now, completely this is the way to create a file, guys. To create the files. Now, if I want to remove a file, if you want to remove a file, so the command will be
RM minus RM.
yeah, rm. What is the command here? Rm. Rm is nothing but remove. Rm is nothing but what? Remove. So the file that you want to remove, I want to remove the AWS file. Rm file name. Hit enter. So it was removed. Verify that one. Previously, if I have given the ls, we used to have the AWS file. But the moment we have given the rm AWS ls, we are not having any AWS file. It means it was removed. Okay. So rm file name. So what it will do? To remove thing but to delete a file. So if you want to remove the multiple files, so rm file name space file name space file name. It was removed. With ls. There is no files. Rm file name space file name space file name. To remove multiple files. To remove multiple. So if you want to remove the series of files, if you want to remove the series of files, Linux. If you want to remove the series of files, so observe closely. Rm nothing but remove the series that you want to remove. So I want to remove the TCS series. TCS star. What was that? TCS star. So what will happen, you know? So we are going to remove the series that are starting with the TCS. So here star is nothing but all, every. It will represent what? All, every. Not only in the Linux, guys. Wherever you have seen the star, either it is going to be in the DevOps, either it is going to be in the cloud. So wherever you have seen the star, so star will represent all the files. So star will represent what? All. Will represent what? Every. So I am giving TCS star. What exactly it will do? It will remove all the TCS files. To remove all the TCS files. So hit enter. So TCS files was removed. Give the ls. We are not having any TCS files. Instead of giving the TCS, we guys can able to give the TC star. We can give like this. What exactly the meaning of here? Remove the file that are starting with the TC star. So that are starting with the TC. Instead of giving the TC, we can also give the TC star. Sorry, T star. Remove the files that are starting with the T. Okay. So clear for all of you? So how to remove a file? Just try to confirm me, everyone. So what about this? Clear for all of you? Done. Great. So next, after that, I mean to say, we have seen like how to create a file, how to remove a file. Now, I want to add the data inside a file. And also, let's say, let me create a file called AWS DevOps GCP. So then, so files was created. If you want to remove all the files at a time, if you want to remove all the files at a time, RM star. So star will represent what? Every. There is no files. RM star. To remove all the files at a time. At a time, I want to remove. Next. So let's say this is the way to create the single file, multiple files as well as series of files. So then removing the single file, multiple file, series of. Now, I want to add the data inside a file. Totally, I have seen like how to create a file. Now I want to add the data inside a file. So if you want to add the data inside a file, so here we are going to use VIM editor. What we are going to use here? We are going to use the VIM editor. So in the VIM editor, totally we are having two modes. How many modes we are having here? Two modes. So remember, so the first one is about like command mode. What's the first one here? Command. So the second one is about like insert mode. So the second one was like insert. So in the VM editor, totally how many modes we are having? We are having the two modes. So what are they? Command mode, insert. Let me have some important points here. So point number one. So the default mode in VM editor is going to be like it's an command mode. What is the default mode in the VM editor? It's an command mode. Now I want to shift from command mode to the insert mode. I want to shift from command mode to the insert mode. What I need to do? I need to press the small I button. In our keyboard, we need to press the small I button. Again, if you want to shift from insert mode to the command mode, what we need to do? We need to press the escape button. What we need to press here? We need to press the escape button. So totally in the VM editor, how many modes we are having? We are having two modes. So what are they? Command mode as well as insert mode. So what is the default mode in the VM editor? Command mode. So if you want to shift from command mode to the insert mode, what we need to do? We need to press the small I. Insert mode to the command mode. What we need to do? Escape. So to add the data inside a file. So we are going to use what? VIM editor. So in the VIM editor, totally how many modes we are having? We are having two modes. So what are they? First one is about command mode. And what we are having? Insert mode. So what is the default mode in the VM editor? Point number one. What is the default mode? The default mode in the VIM. The VIM is command mode. Okay. So if you want to shift from to switch from command mode to insert mode, we are going to use what? We are going to use small I button. Again, to switch from insert mode to command mode. What we need to do? We need to press the escape button. So command mode to the insert mode, small I, insert mode to command mode. What we need to do? We need to press the escape button. Okay, don't write notes, guys. So we will provide these all things. So I think this was clear for all of you, right? So clear, I think.
Yes. MKDIR command, what will
Yeah, we are going to be talk about the MKDIR. So basically, it's a directory. So it's nothing but a folder. We will talk about that one as well.
it is also create the file, no?
No. It will create only for directory. MKDIR.
Okay.
Nothing but make directory.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Great interaction with you.
So this touch command for creating a file, we are using touch. So everywhere, I mean, now you are using Ubuntu something OS. In Red Hat also, OpenShift, everything, we can use this touch to create the file.
Yes, correct. We will, whatever we are learning, in all the voices, it was the same.
Okay.
Yeah. So what about the Rini and then Dinesh Reddy? Clear? And then Raju.
Yes, sir.
Next. Now, so let us try to do it lively. This thing. So we are having two modes I have mentioned, right? Now, let's say, do we have any file here? Do we have any file? No, right? Now let me create a file. Search the file name like I want to create DevOps. So let's say if you want to add the data inside this DevOps file, what we are going to use? We are going to use a VAM editor. VAM DevOps. That's it. VAM DevOps. Hit enter. So ultimately one editor was opened, right? So this is nothing but your VAM editor. Now by defaultly in which mode I was in? I was in the command mode. But how can I get to know that whether I was in the command mode or in the insert mode? How can I get to know that? So remember, for the first time, I can say, I can see here as in a file name. So this is the DevOps file. For the first time, I can see in the bottom as DevOps. So it means I was in the command mode. Now, I want to shift from command mode to the insert mode. What we need to do? I want to shift from command mode to the insert mode.
I by small I.
Great. So the moment I am pressing the small I, what I am having here now? Insert. Previously we used to have here DevOps, nothing but the file. Now I can see here as insert. It means I was in the insert mode. Now again I want to go to the command mode. What we need to do?
Escape.
Escape button. Now I am pressing the escape. So I can't see anything there. So if you are not having anything, so it was in command mode. Small I, insert, escape, command, insert. Remember, if you are seeing here as insert, you are in the insert mode. Otherwise, it was in command. Okay. Remember, if you want to add the data, you should be in the insert mode. Why? Because the name itself contains insert, right? You should be in the insert mode only. Small I. Right now, I was in the insert. Okay. Now I can able to add the data. Remember, if you want to add the data, you should present in the insert mode only. The name itself contains insert. We should be in the insert mode. Let me add the data. Okay, this is all about Linux. This is all about Linux. Totally, I have added my data. Now what I need to do? I need to save my data, right? I need to save my data. So if you want to save your data to save the data. So what we are going to do? We are going to do like this. We are having colon W. What it will do? It will save the data. Colon W. So we will provide all these things. So don't worry. Save the data. Next, we are having colon Q. So it will do like quit. So we are going to be quit from the editor. Quit from editor. Next, if you want to do both at a time, colon W, what it will do? Save and. So instead of giving colon WQ, we can also use like this one or colon X or colon X. It will do both at a time. Save and quit. Now let us try to do it lively. Let's say totally I have added my data. Now I want to save my data. What we need to do? What is the command to save the data?
Colon W.
colon W. So observe carefully. The moment I am giving the colon W, what happening there? Data was inserting. Why? Because we are in the command insert mode. Remember, these colon W, colon Q, colon WQ, X, all are the commands only. All are the commands. We should be in the command mode. So now, how we are going to shift from insert mode to the command mode?
Escape.
Escape. Now colon W. Hit enter. Data was saved. Data was saved. Do we have exited from the editor? Do we have exited from the editor?
No.
No. So if you want to exit from the editor, what we need to do? Colon Q. So yeah, only two commands, colon W, colon Q. Colon WQ, both at a time. Colon X. Q in the sense quit. So totally I have quitted from the editor. Now I want to cross verify whether my data was saved or not. Whether my data was saved or not, I want to cross verify. So if you want to cross verify, the command will be cat and then file name. Cat is the command to see the data inside a file. Cat is the command to see the data inside a file. Cat and then file name. So clear for all of you? Is a command here, cat file. So what it will do? What it will do? To read the data inside it. Inside it. Okay. So I will provide all this stuff on the drive. So just try to get it from the drive. So just try to do practice. So as we are in the starting, I'm going to be wind up here. So in upcoming classes, we are going to be get a very lot of stuff. So as we are in the starting, I don't want to stress more on you. So that's the reason I'm going to be stop here. So guys, so that's it from my end for today. So if you are having any doubts, you can ask. Any doubts from this class? So first of all, let me know like the session was clear for all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's great, and then thank you. Remember, I'm promising you like from the day one to till the end, I will write the notes. I will provide the notes. Also, I will make you sense. It means if you are clear with one topic, then only I will go to the next topic. If you are not clear with that topic, I can't. I will repeat n number of times for you. This type of flexibility, no other trainer will provide you. No other institute will provide you. Why? Because directly you guys are having the unmute option. You can unmute and you can speak. No problem. And also, if you observe closely, like if I am going with the next topic, I am asking you like clear, 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 clear. So if you are clear, then only I will go. Otherwise, I can't. Yeah. So that's it from my end for now. So if you wanna any points here, you can.
Can you give a glimpse which topic will you be teaching and how for how many days? Means like Docker for how many days, Kubernetes how many days it will take?
How many days?
Yes, each topic how many days will it take?
Yeah, it depends on the like so the person like you if I'm going with one deployment, so basically this was one of the topic on our Kubernetes. So usually you people will take to grab this particular topic within 1 hour. So I'm having the multiple students here. I need to be concentrate on each and every student. So maybe the student will get 2 hours. Maybe the student will get 3 hours. But if every student was understand this particular topic, then only I will go to the next topic. So it depends on the scenario, and also it depends on the student grab up. Remember, so what are the topics I am going to be cover? So it will cover the real time experience as 5+ years. Damn sure. 5+ years of experience you will be grab on here. So don't fix a point like, so it will cover only in 30 days, it will cover only on 35 days, it will cover only on 40 days. Don't fix like that. So we are spending the time, so it may be extend. So that's what my point here. Clear, Manish? I think Manish,
Yes, yes, thank you.
yeah. So it was good, right? Basically, if you are good, I will go to the next topic.
Yes.
So any alternative dots. So basically, in overview, I can say like for the Docker, we are going to spend like around 8 to 10 days. Docker very in depth. For the Kubernetes, we are going to spend around like 20 to 25 days. Okay, here only we are having 30 days. So rest of the thing like Terraform, Linux, we are going to be cover other 10 days. So most probably you will get like 45 sessions minimum.
Any certifications?
Yeah.
Will this help?
So you will cover like by using, I mean to say, if you are learning this course, you will be covered like Terraform Associate certification, Kubernetes fundamentals like CKA and also CKAD will be covered. Okay, so for the Docker, don't go with the Docker certification. So if you are going with the certification levels, go with the Terraform, go with the Kubernetes. That's it. So it will be a very valuable to your resume. I will guide you that one. So I have certified. Basically, I'm the certified trainer. So I'm having multiple certifications. So I will guide you how to uh, uh, pass all those things. So where we are going to get the stuff, I will guide you. No problem.
Okay. Also about the AI tools, which tools you'll be teaching, or is it within these tools only? How will be using AI?
So basically, at the end, order the tools we are covered. So we are going to integrate all those tools on the CI/CD. There we are going to integrate the AI. So like GitHub Copilot, we are going to be integrate. So previously what happened, so if the pipeline was failed, we need to be learn thousands of logs. After integrating the GitHub Copilot or other AIs, so those AI will read all those logs, and also it will conclude like this was the issue within one line. So I will guide that one. So in the Kubernetes, we are having one more tool. So FinOps we are having. So we are having multiple tools. So according to the tool, we are having one AI tool. So I will cover at that particular point of time. Okay.
Okay, so
Yes, clear.
Any alternative concerns, doubts, you can ask. Clear?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, a nice session with you. Thank you. Okay. Okay then. So I will upload these notes as well as the video over the drive. So you can get it from the drive. So which will be the lifetime access for you. So don't miss the classes. So 100% you will get the subject. That's for sure. Remember, wherever you are learning, just try to learn with the real-time employees. So as I'm an Azure DevOps engineer, and also I have worked with the AWS DevOps as well. So I'm having the both knowledge. Okay, so from past 9 years, I'm going to be in the DevOps field. So overall IT is going to be like 10 plus I'm having. So from past 9 years, I'm in the DevOps field. So I'm the senior DevOps engineer in my company. So in Linux, can we cover any CRED? So CRED operation. So we are going to be do that. Certification. So Linux certifications we can do. But for the Linux, we are having some Linux admin teams, so they are the separate team. Remember, whatever knowledge I'm having in that, I'm going to be provide for you. So this was more than enough, basically. Any alternative doubts, concerns? So Rini, clear for you?
Yes, sir, clear.
Ready? Clear?
Yes.
Anish,
Yeah.
Ravi, yes? Okay, Raju, Anand. Okay then. Bye all. Have a nice day. So we'll see you on next session. So have a nice day, guys.